Sometimes I might seem unconventional. Sometimes I try avoid the usual. But people try to tell me how to live. I try to live my own life, my own way. Let me live my life.
Oh, let me live my life.
Let me live my life.
Oh, let me live my life right now.
The thing about the Transkei is it takes you just a couple of days to settle in, and then you feel like you're completely on holiday mode. So it's been a bit difficult for me to cook, because I don't even feel like doing that. That was until yesterday. We went fishing down at Silver Bay, which is around the corner. We caught a whole lot of fresh elf, which in my mind is the best eating fish in the world. So when that happened, suddenly I was inspired to start cooking again. So if you come with me inside, I'm going to make a little lunch for everyone so that we can do some more relaxing. Simple, follow me. Lots of hard work going on, girls.
Hey.
Come, Garth. Elf. It's got a delicate flavor that we don't want to overwhelm with like all sorts of other ingredients. So all we've got is onions, tomatoes, garlic, tin of tomato sauce, olive oil, black pepper, and a couple of anchovy fillets. That's it. Slow bake them for like half an hour to 45 minutes. And then we're going to flake it.
Yeah. Flake it, baby.
Flake it into the pasta, take those nice juices, drizzle that over, and eat lunch in like an hour and a half. So starting off with, and these we're just gonna sweat a little bit.
Yeah, to get the flavors going.
While Garth's caramelizing the onions, I'm just gonna score these elf, just with a couple of cuts like that. We're gonna rub some salt in, not a lot, and just rub them with olive oil as well. Okay, Garth, let's take some of that onion and garlic, a little bit inside, little bit, and the rest all around. Not on top, really. I want it to bake in the bottom of the tray. Running water. Do you see that? Special in the Transkei at our house. It's taken us 4 days to sort out running water. Last night was the first hot shower we had in 4 days. You know what a cold shower is like at the end of a hard day? Fun and games. Then, tin of tomatoes, whole peeled. Pour the juice in first. And then using your hands, break that up roughly. You can use the running water if you'd like, Garth. Anchovies. And Garth, in fact, chuck a couple of whole olives on as well, all amongst our anchovy fillets. But not really on the fish. And some ripe Roma tomatoes, chunky. Car door.
Unassisted injury.
Self-inflicted. And lastly, massive lashings of olive oil. It's the basis to carry this flavor around when we eventually eat the pasta. Into the oven. The perfect way to test if they're done is to slide a matchstick into the fish. If it pushes through easily, fish is cooked. If not, a little bit longer. Half an hour to 45 minutes, we'll see you. I'm gonna go and, I don't know, what are we going to do? I don't know, I'm like I'm lost for words for the first time in my life. In fact, after this is finished cooking, I think I'm going to go and find something to, I don't know. Sorry, world. Half an hour from now, we're going to put the pasta on the boil, flake the fish in, pour those nice juices over, and eat lunch. Right? Right. Yay!
You did it.
Come help me, Garth. Keep all the stuff in there underneath, huh?
Yummy.
Here, I know you like the heads.
You want
Look at that.
Actually help you
See.
get the best part of the fish out. Justin?
I know it's the cheek.
Yeah. Mental note for you at home. Might want to let it cool down before you try flake it so you don't burn the shit out of your fingers. spoon there, Judd. You could take all the leftovers of this and make one serious fish soup.
But you taste those simple flavors straight, huh? It is about tasting what you eat. It is about eating what you catch.
What did you catch?
So this... I caught nothing. However, making reward out of the food is my skill. Catching the food, however, is his skill. He gave me the f***ing eye, man. I felt it.
You're scared of eyeballs.
I am actually, huh? So while they finish off the flaking and all those beautiful flavors, the garlic, the tomato, the onion, you're gonna come this side and all we're gonna do is cook up the pasta. Because this is a surface for flavor. Last thing left to do. Mix that all up. Because the important thing here is the taste of the fish. You'll have to all dish up your own, otherwise I can promise you one thing, you're not eating.
You would never have thought I would have said this, but if anything, could have done with a bit more tomato. I hate tomato in fish. Proved otherwise, yeah. That is good.
Right.
No, that's
Well, I'll give my fish to you anytime to cook. Thanks, big boy. That was delicious. Anytime, delicious.
As you can see, that's lunch, done and dusted. And the beautiful thing about the Transkei is, well, we'll just have to see what happens. I think Gareth and I are going to sneak off to catch a cob.
Come to Transkei and come fishing and lie in a room and sleep when the weather's beautiful outside.
All I want to do is have an afternoon siesta. That's what I want to do. No!
You better stand up, otherwise you're going to fall on your bum. Up!
Get up, Justin. What do you think this is, huh? Holiday?
I thought you wanted to come catch a cob with me.
All I want to do is have an afternoon siesta after lunch.
Okay.
Everyone grab his items.
Yeah.
I've got to put on the laces.
Please, let me sleep.
There we go.
What I really love about the Transkei, aka the Wild Coast, is that if you don't have crazy friends like mine, you can do virtually whatever you want all day long. And considering there's a 250-kilometer coastline that stretches from Kaimouth in the south to Port Edward in the north, there's something for everyone in this wild part of South Africa. So whether you're a dead keen fisherman, a naturalist, or just seeking a bit of adventure, this is the perfect place. Just don't tell anyone. Right, good morning. I'm in a better state than I was yesterday afternoon. I got a little bit incapacitated in the late afternoon and had to go for a siesta. I'm back on my feet today, strong as ox, and Patricia is going to show me how to show you how to make cabbage rolls. Right?
Yes, right.
Cool. What we'll actually do is when we boil the cabbage leaves, we'll use these pieces in the bottom of the pot.
First you're washing.
First you're washing. There was a Lebanese guy here that used to live on the coast years ago, and he taught Patricia how to make cabbage rolls, kibi. By the way, in the cabbage rolls you've got onions, lots of mint, rice, garlic, and mince.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Hard white thyme in there. You're gonna cut that out. Not like
Mustn't
that.
forget your leaves.
Don't break the leaves.
Look, this one.
Whole. Okay. But obviously if you cook it with that hard bit in there, it's going to taste bitter. So we're just cutting that out. Good. Rinse.
Rinse first.
Looks like I've just been made an assistant in the kitchen. Now I know how Garth feels. Patricia's known me since I was about 7 or 8 years old, eh? Long time. She's like part of my family. Hey? Yeah.
Yes.
Green leaves first. Not the pale leaves, the green leaves, eh? Just drop it in.
Yes. Water is boiling.
And just straight water, Patricia. No salt or anything.
No salt. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Lid on. What can we do next? We have to cook these ones too.
Yes. Take out.
Yeah.
Right now. Wait.
Is it ready?
Yes.
Obviously, I could do with some education in the kitchen. Thank you, Patricia. And then those leaves as well. And gorse. And gorsies. Thank you, Nkosa. Thank you, Patricia. I like being told what to do in the kitchen. Patricia says, cut the garlic.
Easy to stamp better.
It's better to stamp.
Yes.
Into the mincemeat. Cut the mint. Small, small, small. More, Patricia, is that all right? More. Building up a sweat, yeah? Chuck your mint into your mince. Small. Small. This is what you had to do in the days when you had no electric blenders, eh? I'm the electric blender today.
Lila, Lila.
I'm being told off in Xhosa. Rice. Cup of rice. Impregnating all that flavor. And this is important, the rice isn't cooked. You know, Patricia, when I was a kid, she used to cook them. I used to go into the kitchen and steal them. I love it. Amazing that in the Transkei of South Africa, Patricia would know how to make Lebanese food. Patricia, please wipe the sweat off my face. It's like cleaning a baby, eh?
Taste salt.
Taste.
Yes. In the mouth.
But it's got rice in it.
I know. I'm tasting when I'm doing. I'm tasting my mouth. You do. You taste.
I can taste a little. Do you think you taste and tell me if it's enough?
Salt.
Salt.
Pepper.
Galele salt. Yes, as you can imagine what it's like kneading dough all day. Then you're going to line the bottom of your pot with the hard core from the cabbage, like that.
Yes. First green one.
Green leaves first. Come help, you guys. You think I'm going to sit here making lunch and then you guys just park off there, eh? So much?
Medium, yeah? It's like making a parcel, right?
It's exactly like that.
Why the green leaves first, Patricia?
Take a little long time.
So they must be at the bottom. Okay. Tight, eh?
Yes, need time.
Simple food, eh? Not complicated, you can imagine. The taste of the mint, garlic, onion, black pepper, salt, and that's that.
That's right.
Like so, huh?
Just look, your eyes.
I'm looking with my eyes.
Mustn't be like that, eh?
No.
No. Getting quite good at this.
Oh, so that was great.
That was wonderful.
You can go now. Thank you for the help. Thank you. I didn't actually need your help, eh? What's wrong with the help you can get nowadays, eh? It's the same as the old days. How much water? Just enough to cover it. For how long, Patricia? About half an hour, hey, Patricia, and then we'll check if it's ready.
Yes.
And what's the last thing we have to do?
Must pour lemon juice.
Otherwise, it's not cabbage rolls.
Cousin of cabbage rolls will not pour.
See,
lemon
cousin
juice.
of cabbage rolls if you don't put the lemon juice on. Thank you, my darling, for showing me how to make cabbage rolls, huh?
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Inkosi kakhulu.
Nkosi kakhulu.
Yes, Nkosla.
Thank you very much.
Siyabonga.
Siyabonga in Zulu. Patricia's got secret stashes. Herbs. This is John Bull's house.
Ngicela imithi yakhona.
Hello, John. Can I nick some? Thanks. Lunch. Ladies first. And I'm quite excited because after we have lunch, we're going to go across to one of the lagoons that side and camp. Because, you know, when you're on holiday, you don't have to stay in a house, have electricity or running water. You just need the company of your friends and the great outdoors. So come have lunch. Garnish. You bring food out in the kitchen, suddenly all the friends come out of the woodwork. These taste exactly like a part of my childhood. Come, children! Nothing ever comes easy with us, you know. It's like a small army moving. Peter Pan and the Lost Children. Nice to have the earth under your feet, huh? Isn't that amazing? It's like such a small oak and he's like, screw you, man. And there's Darren now. Okay, cool, so we're all together. I want to camp there. Can't, gotta camp there. Well, maybe we should just camp here. Huh? This looks much better. If this had just been me camping here on the coast, all I would have needed was my sleeping bag, my fishing rod, fire, and water. Camping with 18 friends, however, well, that's like camping with a small army, as you can see. I know why you have the camera, it's because you don't want to carry anything. I got you all figured out. All your stuff gets carried here. Check, I even bought your shoes, and you just...
I actually watched back some footage where the two of them were discussing how they were going to stand by for a link while everybody loaded the boat. They didn't realize that she was rolling.
Oh, check, it's all coming out. The truth of the matter. Yes, look how she's blinding us
this
here.
is ridiculous.
It's the biggest light that there is in the bush. Why don't you just bring the moon with you?
Are you hungry? Yeah. I'm gonna get out to the woods edge to work.
Come with you. Just watch your step here as we come out.
It's a cob!
Yeah, stop.
I was told we're only allowed to film during certain light hours. But I'm sure the light's good enough to see that.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful little cob. Yes, please! Now they don't think I'm mad anymore.
Good morning.
Listen now. Is that even legal?
Wait. Let's just see the eyes a bit.
I got
There we
forest
go.
fever from the camp last night.
The incredible thing is, we're the only people on this beach. Look at that. Where else in the world can you still do this? What an incredible place, man. Last night, I think the sound of the ocean just lulled me to sleep. I had like, I don't know, 14 hours sleep. It's probably just what the Wild Coast doctor ordered for me. Hang on, let us stuck our stomachs thing. Okay, switch your camera off. Camera off. There's only one major rule on the Wild Coast. Take plenty of photographs, make lots of memories, but only leave footprints. It's funny how a night in the great outdoors can result in you being totally and utterly exhausted. I have to cook lunch for everyone, or should I say early dinner, and the majority of my friends are sleeping like babes in the woods. Exhibit number 1. Exhibit number 2. And it carries on. But for now, I'm going to make a spicy sausage and pea soup. So in here, I've got the basis for my soup, a whole lot of lentils and split peas that have been soaked for like 2 hours. I'm going to add some water into that, get that on the go first. Garth's going to make a cider bread while I start chopping up some stuff.
Okay, so we've got a kilo of self-raising flour. So we're going to halve that in 2 potjies and pop a savanna in each. And let that rise for a while, 40 minutes from there.
Chuck it in an oven 40 minutes before we want to eat, by which stage soup will be ready. And if I'm really lucky, all those slumbering people you see will be hungry. Garth, do I ever subject you to like shitty tasks? As a matter of interest. I do. Like I'm suddenly having a conscience. It's like poor Garth, all you hear is Garth, Garth.
I don't know, wait till the end credits. They're all the Garths.
Right, my split pea soup starts off obviously with the lentils and the split peas, some pan frying of some garlic and some onions, big knob of butter, a lot of garlic, a whack of onions, and these you're just going to slow cook. You're not going to brown them just until they go nice and translucent. You know what I've realized is that I'm just a simple cook. For me, it's not so much about overcomplicating a meal, really so much as about flavor and really feeding my friends. So, into my lentils and split peas, we'll be putting in some onion and garlic. Pork twisters, it's the belly of the pork. You can see all that fat and stuff there. And you're just going to seal those up and get the flavors going and get that fat to start melting. And then carrots, just going to cut them into rounds. Just going to add some sweetness. Obviously, I have a large contingent of friends with us, so we're making 2 pots. So Garth, bring that along. Just a handful of carrots in each one, just to cook off. And then I think we can cut those up. Think of this as really fatty bacon. Trick is here is not to put any salt into this whatsoever, not with a pea soup. You can put black pepper in now, but salt will add right at the end. Actually retards the cooking process, especially with peas. Straight water, don't need to use stock. You want to taste that it's a pea soup. And all this here, that nice fat, chuck that in too. We're not on Weight Watchers on cooked. Just turn that right down, Garth. Gentle heat. And now, considering that's on the go, you can chuck our bread in the oven. If you're not using a potjie, I don't know how long to tell you how to cook it for. So, as long as it takes for the pea soup to be ready.
More or less.
Not only do I cook, I wash too, hey? I'm good marriage material. Do you see that? And I have my own pots and pans, hey? And Garth is my dish towel. By mutual decision, what am I saying?
I have no idea.
The soup's ready. That's what I was trying to say. Just look at that. You can see how we're not even going to have to blend this one in. It's going to be a chunky pea soup. Right, last thing for us to do is pan fry our chorizo sausage, chop up some chives and parsley finely, salt to flavor, And that's that. Oh, come look here. For some reason, I thought the handle wouldn't be hot. I don't know why you're rolling. That's how you turn out the loaf of bread, man. And if we're lucky...
Nothing.
Sorry, Garth, won't you come sort out your bread? Garth's bread, not my bread. As soon as there's food, there's friends, hey? That's how it works. These aren't soup bowls. Anyone else seen bowls? 2 soup bowls. And I've just made soup for 17. If you can find a bowl, you can all have soup, eh? Oh, chives. By the way, also going to chuck in some blue cheese. He's got longer arms than I have. Get your own. Good bread, Garth.
Our plate's finished.
And so ends another beautiful day in the Transkei. Full bellies, full minds, suntanned, tired, physically tired. This is where I pull the light switch and it goes all dark. Ka-ding. Come, Garth. Garth! Garth, won't you come? And Garth. Sorry, Garth, won't you come sort out? Well, Garth, looks like I've just been made an assistant in the kitchen. Now I know how Garth feels. And Garth is my dish towel.